There's 3 different places in the house where we're gonna have a TV or a projector. Family room upstairs, the VR gaming space here, and the theater room. And if we wanna have the capability to play Xbox games in all of those locations, I'm gonna need 3 Xboxes. Multiply that problem by every other potential gaming system. You got your Nintendo Switch, you got your gaming PC, and all of a sudden, you've got a huge problem with respect to cost, complexity, and even just power consumption. Fortunately, as much of a champagne problem as that might be, the solution is not that champagne and is one that might actually be applicable to you as well.
It might be a $6,000 receiver, but the feature that we're gonna use is present on a lot of them. Even the one that I bought for like $100 has 2 zones. What we're gonna do is use those receiver zones to split this Xbox into both displays. So you can play Xbox here, Xbox there, PC there, Nintendo Switch everywhere.
And what's really mind-blowing is that on this particular unit, we can actually take 2 different inputs, like the gaming PC and the Xbox, and then route them to 2 separate outputs at the same time.
You can even mirror them. You can switch which one has which. It's pretty exciting.
Just like our sponsor.
Jackery. Their Explorer 1500 power station provides a huge 1500 watt-hour capacity. It charges up to 7 devices simultaneously, and it takes only 4 hours to recharge from 0 to hero, 80%. Get 10% off with code Linus Tech Tips at the link below.
Naturally, the first thing we need to talk about in this video is Jake's beautiful diagram of how we expect all of this to work.
We did this together, thank you very much. So if it doesn't work, you're sharing blame.
Basically, we've got our receiver. We've got our Xbox going into the receiver. Then we run the eARC from the screen 1, which is the projector, to the receiver, and the regular HDMI output to the VR room TV.
This should give us 4K 120 to the receiver, and then can be split or switched between these 2 zones.
Or mirrored.
And then you get eARC back to the soundbar, and the receiver has its own speaker, so we don't have to worry about sound there.
Obviously, in the theater room. Then the PC. Okay. Even though this receiver is like top of the line, it only has a single 4K 120 hertz input. Now we have a solution to that in the long term, which is just a secondary HDMI input selector, but we don't have that today. So to test, we're gonna run the PC directly into a 4K 120 input on both the projector and the TV.
Then we use eARC to get the audio back. That's the idea. We don't know if it's gonna work.
Representing the VR room TV, we're gonna have this LG C1 48-inch, and then representing the theater room projector, we're gonna have the theater room projector. Epson, whatever it is, 12,000.
The models here are actually kind of important. We need both displays to have eARC. I actually picked a monitor as one of the displays first, and then it was like, that's not gonna work. We also need our display to have eARC on a port that we're not gonna use, because remember, it's just for the soundbar. So we need like 3 HDMI 2.1 ports.
Just for these 2 inputs. And then naturally, Sonos, in their infinite wisdom, doesn't have a single additional HDMI input.
Oh Jesus, look at the TV. Oh my God, you're not even on the ground. Oh my
shoot,
God.
I'm on the arc.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Yeah. You might say you jumping in to fix that makes you an arc reactor. Soundbar goes into HDMI input 2, eARC, which allows the sound from, the sound from the other 4K 120 inputs to be passed through to this soundbar.
Is this hurting your brain yet?
Yes.
It's hurting my brain.
Okay.
You should use monitor 2, because we're not using the zones yet.
We're not.
If this plan works, we don't even need to use the zones. It's confusing, right? Monitor 1 and monitor 2, those are both zone 1.
What?
I've determined this.
Because it said it had like 3 zones on
it does
that,
have 3 zones.
Crutchfield's documentation.
The 3rd zone is audio only.
I see.
Remember, the PC doesn't even plug into this thing. So this will allow us to mirror the outputs, basically, on zone 1.
Now we take our Xbox Series, whatever it's called, and that goes into 8K in. That's our only HDMI 2.1 input on this whole damn thing.
$5,000 receiver. And you know the best part? They released like new low-end receivers that have 3 inputs.
In the time since I bought this?
Yeah. Actually, it was like a week after you bought it. Where are you going? I need the power.
I'm plugging this into a computer.
You're a computer.
You're a computer. Now, we're not done yet, because this graphics card now needs to go to both of our displays. separately from the receiver.
Okay, so we have one on either right now, but we also want to be able to have it on both, right?
Yeah.
So switch the TV.
To HDMI 3, which is
Yeah.
the Xbox.
Beautiful.
Oh, shut up. Was it really that easy? Okay, what's cool about this, you could have people gaming in the theater room and people are like playing board games out here and just peripherally paying attention to who's winning or whatever. Or you could be playing a local multiplayer game, like a split screen game or whatever, and you could have each of the teams sitting in a separate zone so that they can talk to each other, like kind of have private comms between the two rooms.
Wait, hold on.
What?
What about audio though? Because we have audio there.
Oh.
That's theater room.
But not here. No, I don't hear anything. Oh, zone, because
We're
they're
not
both
using
zone
zones.
1.
Yes.
Why don't we just use 2 zones then?
Because then it's not 4K 120. It would just be 4K 60. There's only one 4K 120 input, but
Yeah.
if we could select that input on that output.
Yeah, that's what I thought Crutchfield
okay,
said.
well, let's try that then.
Okay,
So we need to
switch to the other zone.
Zone
Like
2.
I said, I pulled the TV out of the monitor 2 for zone 1, and I put it into 4K zone 2, which is under HDMI out 8K.
Okay, so zone 2 says it's on the game source right now. I can see all the sources here. So if we go view zone 2,
Oh, what?
game.
Okay, so we want aux 2.
Where's aux 2?
It's not there.
What if we, let's look at the main zone. What options do we have for main zone? Whoa, a lot more.
Wait,
It just doesn't even let you
you
select the
can't
source.
use
Because it's
aux
4K
2.
120, bro. I have a
Okay.
workaround. Big, but it wouldn't be 4K 120 on both.
Oh, really?
But
But,
you can do 1080 120.
oh, that's not bad.
So I'm thinking the Xbox would be on that.
Okay, I put it back in the other way then.
This is just a theory too. I don't actually know if this will work.
The best part of all this is that even if we solve this problem, we have more problems to overcome today.
What I did notice is you can see like game, DVD, cable sat on both of them.
Yeah.
So I figure if we plug the Xbox into one of those, then we can just pick and choose. Okay. Xbox into game.
Well, then the PC doesn't have to have separate things out to each thing. It could just use the 8K.
The
input,
Hootie
no?
Woody when?
Or wait,
Oh,
no,
the
no,
PC.
nothing. Yeah, because
No,
we
no,
can't
no,
do it
that's
to the
right.
second zone.
Well, let's do PC into the TV, because then it can e-arc the sound back to there, and then PC into the 8K input, so then we have sound from the receiver. Otherwise, we're not gonna have sound in the receiver. So if we take the PC, plug it into the 8K input. So PC is aux 2 now, and the Xbox is game. So we'll do game for zone 2,
Okay.
and then main zone, let's do game as well. Let's see if we can get, okay, cool, it's on both, right? Do we have audio?
Well, the ARC's working.
And we have audio here?
Yeah!
Okay.
Well, that's progress.
So we have audio on both now.
And video on both. And if we go into the Xbox menu,
What? Your TV doesn't support 120 hertz. What? Yes, it does.
Jake told me not to power cycle everything, so I power cycled everything anyway. There it is.
Okay, but will it stay is the question.
Come on. Yeah!
Does the projector even support this resolution though?
1080p 120? I bet it does.
I mean, if it does 4K 120, why would it not do 1080 120?
I mean, I've seen dumber things. In fact, I don't even see it having a signal right now. Maybe the projector doesn't like it then. Epson, y'all got some splaining to do. If it can do 4K 120, then you guys need to enable 1080p 120, okay?
Well, hold on. This might just be like receiver being stupid.
Yvonne's gonna kill me if this whole setup is just like
Awful.
super complicated and stupid.
That's kind of what it's looking like.
4K 60 Xbox, we could do that.
If 4K 60 is fine, then we just need to figure out the PC.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got both. Let's check the PC now, man.
Now, the idea is not necessarily that you would want to mirror the displays all the time. So before we check the PC, should we see how easy it is to say, oh, actually, I want the Xbox out here, or I want it in the theater room. Now I go to zone 1, which is my projector, and I can say, okay, I don't want to see that anymore. I could go back to zone 2. I go back to the game input, and
Sweet. Okay, so that's not that bad.
that's actually not bad. Once we've just got it built into a couple of Harmony remotes or whatever those new like kickstarted ones, we'll have to try it, I guess.
All right, what if we try to switch to the PC now, though?
Yes.
Main
On the
zone.
projector?
Yes, main zone, which
Main
is the
zone.
theater room. I wish you could rename those and they weren't hard-coded on a remote, but... Okay, cool.
Okay. Now for audio.
Wait, yeah, hold on.
Hold on a sec. Oh God. Oh, I stepped on the remote. Okay. There's our in-game audio. Now hit me with this.
Man, Crab Rave is such a masterpiece.
This is awesome.
Okay, hold on.
But what if we want the PC in both locations? Then all we gotta do is go like this. HDMI 1.
Which will be done by the Harmony.
Now, I need to know if this also is Crab Rave.
No, because
What? Well, we paused it.
it's not. Because the PC, oh God, Windows
No,
only-
there's an application. There's an app
Oh
for
yeah,
this.
voice meter.
Yes,
You
this
can
is a
output
thing.
to two different things.
Yes.
Okay, we gotta set our Windows output to voice meter input.
Yes.
And then we have hardware out, that's the Denon.
And the second one should be the LG TV.
LG TV.
Oh, I turned it all the way to max.
Yeah! Holy it works.
But we're not done for today. Just because we can take our different inputs and send them to whatever outputs we want doesn't mean that this is how we want that to go down. So the projector needs to move to the theater room, the TV needs to stay here, and the Xbox needs to go somewhere in between.
Dude, if this falls, like, this thing's done for, you know that.
Well, not if it falls that way.
Oh, it's actually like,
See? These are cool. These are the solution to having our source devices, be they Xboxes or gaming PCs, Switches, whatever else the case may be, and then our displays in completely different locations. So both of the cables I'm holding are active HDMI cables from Phantom Cables. These can come in a couple of different varieties. Copper active cables, so these are directional. You gotta plug the specified side into your source and the specified side into your display, and then they're gonna have pretty thick copper conductors because they actually are boosting the signal effectively to make it all the way to the other side. Then you've got your optical cables. These can either have an auxiliary power input, like this Vivify one, or they cannot, but they actually convert from copper zeros and ones to light zeros and ones, and can often go much farther. Like you can do 100 foot.
you could do 100 meters.
Yeah, you can do 100 meters, can't you? Yeah, this 25 footer is gonna be pretty tight.
Oh, do not pull.
No, I'm not gonna pull.
I'm just gonna go here for safety.
Yeah, if you just wanna go there and hold it, then I can pull on it and make
Here,
sure.
I'm gonna move the projector over. Wait, hold on. Is this speaker wire long enough? Here, can you plug?
Well, we have more anyway. It
Plug
doesn't.
that in for me, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Brandon. I'm gonna keep walking. You
I'm
gotta
a little tangled. No, wait.
Stop. Okay.
Just stop.
Oh God, the PC.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna put that?
Here. Everything just goes here. This is the projector output, and then this one needs to go to the TV. Cool feature, and this has become more and more common on receivers since the Chromecast came out. We've got a USB port back here, but it's not for firmware updates or anything like that. It's just a little 5-volt power source, boop. So if we have something like a powered optical HDMI cable, boop, we can power it like that. Okay, HDMI out here.
Into the game
Yeah.
input.
This is all it takes, and now I got game. This boy goes here for the 4K 120 input there.
We just need another long one to go from the PC to the TV.
I don't think this is gonna reach Jake.
Brother, we'll just move the TV.
I'm running out of cable, boys. So this is input 1.
Whatever you want.
Oh, I'm so thirsty. I forgot my water bottle. If only I had thought to shop on lttstore.com, I would have a water bottle. And there are so many different colors available.
Editor, like Photoshop or
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Premiere
thanks,
in.
editor, for all your hard work putting all these different colors in.
Can you put this water bottle in my hand?
But no.
I bet you can't.
Why are you gonna be like that?
bet you
Get
you
that out of
can't.
here. He's wasting your time, which is wasting my money because he thinks it's funny.
I have no idea what's going on
I need
here,
the
so
remotes.
I'm just gonna take your word for it.
I'm turning on the projector. It's just working.
Oh, wow. You see I'm a drift god, bro? You ever played a projector on a black screen like that before?
Man, once we actually have light control in here, this is gonna be amazing.
And not a black wall?
Great.
Okay, so.
Let's check the TV. Did we ever actually turn the PC on?
It's a good question. We should probably check that.
Computer didn't post. I think it might just be confused about not having a keyboard and mouse and stuff though. Oh,
You f***ed it up?
I did. I f***ed it.
Okay, well, let's check the projector while you fix that.
I just finished giving you guys a tech tip about how these active cables are directional. See, I have the display end plugged into the PC. What I want is the source end.
While he fixes that, let's check the projector. Hey, it works! Look at that. I don't have a keyboard and mouse to like mess with it, but it works.
Hold on, I can help.
Left more. Left a little bit more. Oh, the tiniest bit left. Okay, click. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, there's like an edge prompt. Okay. Oh, how did you do that?
Escape.
Right, up, click. It's working! Am I doing it right?
All right.
Okay, let's go check the TV.
This is fantastic. As expected, we're able to use the receiver's multiple inputs and outputs. And this is actually a feature you might be able to find on a receiver for a couple of $100 on Craigslist, even if it doesn't support the latest standards.
Or one you already have.
And we're able to take whichever input we want and send it to whichever destination we want. The only hiccup we ran into is that we can only have one of our sources be 4K 120 hertz until better receivers come out,
and you buy another one for $6,000 again.
Jake gets a great deal on a formerly $6,000 receiver. I'm on to you. But we still have one more problem to solve. While moving HDMI over long distances is no problem. We could have that Xbox in the basement and a TV up on frickin' the second story.
We could have a TV on the space station if we had a long enough fiber.
He's not wrong. What we can't move around easily is the wireless Xbox controller signal. And this is kind of ironic because Microsoft actually makes a USB dongle that allows you to connect 4 Xbox controllers to it that you could extend with an optical USB cable to wherever you want. But the issue is that dongle is only PC compatible. So the last thing we need to test is, can we actually reach the Xbox in the mechanical room from both the VR gaming space and from the theater room?
You feel that?
What do I feel? Oh, I think it might actually be working.
Your TV has to restart itself? Oh my, to update the turn. Oh, wow, look at that.
Do you want to throw it in a split screen gaming mode and I'll head over to the other room?
This game doesn't have a split screen.
Go to the other one then. The Forza 7 whatever had it. Now this is approximately where it ended up, and this is pretty far from the Xbox. Through at least 2 walls.
A BMW M1? Okay, sure, screw
Jake, it doesn't matter what car we're driving. We're just trying to find out if the controllers are gonna work properly.
It matters to me.
He's taking them on the inside!
Ah, you pushed me off the track, you ass. Oh, this thing drives like
See you later!
Oh, you suck.
Any perceptible lag?
Well, I mean, it's an Xbox, so yeah, but...
Well, right, but I mean other than that.
Yeah, it seems fine.
It seems fine to me too.
Compared to playing on a racing wheel on a computer, this is dog.
Well, okay, that's not the point. The point is, it works.
The point is it works, yes.
For bonus points, do you want to try this upstairs in the family room?
We don't have a long enough cable.
I think we can go straight to the family room. I think it's right there.
What time is it?
Just go right there. Oh, it's 5:30. Which is time to tell you about our sponsor.
FreshBooks. When building a business you're passionate about, it's easy to feel like there aren't enough hours in the day. And if you're doing all the invoicing and accounting on your own, you're probably spending time on work you don't love. FreshBooks is built for business owners like you. It's the all-in-one accounting software that saves entrepreneurs and freelancers up to 11 hours a week. That's 11 hours you can spend nailing a client pitch, serving your customers, or honing your craft. From building, sending, and following up on invoices, to tracking and managing expenses, to processing online payments, FreshBooks automates and simplifies all the tough and annoying parts of running your own business. It's also super easy to get up and running, and the award-winning FreshBooks support team is always available to answer questions. Try FreshBooks for free for 30 days, no credit card required. Go to freshbooks.com/Linus and get more time back to build the business you love.
If you guys enjoyed this video, go check out
the projector one. That was fun. That projector is...
That one's a blast.
It's a black wall.
It's so cool.